Warm greetings from the high 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans on this rainy Saturday, October 10th, 2020. Welcome to the high 10, everybody. I'm going to bring you a story about Heavy, and it's a crazy story about a woman who was infatuated in love with a man, and she decided to put out a murder-for-hire plot on the woman that he was seeing. I've heard about the dark web that there's a lot of crazy, freaky, sick type of things go on the dark web. So if you're not into that, don't venture over to the other side. Just saying. Tina Jones sentenced to 12 years for murder-for-hire plot. Tonight, Investigation Discovery is airing Define Europe, Manhunt on Dark Web, episode of 48 Hours. The 2-year investigation of a murder-for-hire plot resulted in the arrest and sentencing of Tina Jones, a nurse from Illinois, and is currently on the ID channel as I am reading this to you right now. According to the episode synopsis, for more than 2 years, 48 Hours and correspondent Peter Van Zandt have been investigating murder-for-hire plots on the dark web, which has led to a global hunt to track down the elusive mastermind behind several hitman-for-hire websites. Jones, who was 33 years old at the time of sentencing, admitted to looking for someone to kill her ex-wife, according to Insider. The 48 Hours team was directly involved with the apprehension of Jones, as they told law enforcement of the plot they discovered while reporting on dark web murder-for-hire plots. And there is a set picture of the lady in the article. And here, this is a photo of her, and it says, this is Chicago CBS. A murder-for-hire plot unravels. A disclaimed woman named Tina Jones is allegedly in a wild love triangle, accused of trying to pay thousands in Bitcoin to have her lover's wife murdered. CBS 2 Charlie DeMar reports on November. According to CBS News, Jones was brought in for questioning after 48 Hours sent a tip in to the Woodridge, Illinois Police Department. Jones pleaded guilty to attempted first-degree murder after admitting what she did to Sergeant Daniel Murphy. The prosecution alleged that Jones was having an affair with a man whose wife she wanted to have killed, according to ABC 7 Chicago. Reports on that aspect of the case differ, though, as some reports say that she wanted to have her ex-boyfriend's new wife murdered. According to insiders, Jones paid $12,000 in Bitcoin in order to have the woman murdered. The website, which was said to belong to the Sicilian Hitman International Network, was actually a scam, though. The site was reported that Jones wanted the murder to make it appear as though the woman had been cheating on her husband. She also provided a picture of the woman as well as her address and specified that the husband of the victim not be harmed in the murder. After pleading guilty to the charge of attempted murder, Jones was sentenced to spend 12 years in prison. She must serve 85% of that sentence in order to be eligible for parole, Judge ruled, according to Insider. According to the Illinois Department of Corrections, Jones is currently serving her time at the Logan Correctional Center and will be eligible for parole in November 2029. At the time of writing, her projected discharge date is November 6, 2032. It was a sinister, evil plan the defendant had to take the life of an innocent person, all to eliminate an obstacle to her, a romantic rival, DuPage County State's Attorney Robert Berlin said, according to ABC 7 Chicago. I guess that's the said information by Heavy. So this lady, nice-looking young lady, she looks like she's Indian, Indian descent, not American Indian, but the other Indian. And obviously she put a hit out on a site and find out the site is just a site to scam people out their money. But nonetheless, imagine had this been somebody who really would have taken a hit out on the said person, some sicko out here who's trying to make money, but also don't mind knocking off somebody for a couple of $1,000s. So this is a sad situation. She paid this site in Bitcoin $12,000, and somehow this plot came into the hands of 48 Hours, and they are the ones who gave the tip to the police department, and this lady has now pled guilty for this murder-for-hire plot, and she has received a 12-year sentence. Very, very sad, because when you look at her picture, you can see she's a nice-looking girl, lady. She probably could went out here and found her somebody else, but obviously she wanted this man who didn't want her, and that goes to show you, hey, he with somebody else, found somebody else or whatever. You didn't leave the lady for you. Move on. Going out here trying to find somebody to kill a person for you, or you decide you want to take action into your own hands, it's the wrong way to go. And luckily this lady was not harmed, okay? Because a lot of times these stories, they do not end well. The person ends up killing the person, or they do find somebody to kill the person for them. And luckily, this lady was not murdered by this crazy hen here. Oh my goodness. As I say, right now it's 9:46 in the high 10 Eastern Standard Time. This murder plot on 48 Hours is currently running on TV as I speak. And the lady's name is Tina Jones, and she was a nurse in Illinois. And 48 Hours has decided to do a piece on her and an investigation and apprehension of this Miss Tina Jones. And she was 33 at the time of this investigation. I hope you all can hear me because the rain is coming down right now here in the high 10. I just woke up from a nap and I decided to bring you 2 videos. And I thank you all for listening. Thanks for your prayers. Thank you all for following and sharing. I really appreciate it. I hope you all are well. Hello, Jean. Hope you're well. You all take care. Have a prosperous weekend. Safe weekend. Safe week. I may jump back on tomorrow if I find something interesting to bring to you. Like, share, subscribe. Drop your comments below. This is Everyday Shenanigans. You all mask up and be safe. Bye-bye.